What's up, guys? It's Jojo from Chaos Hammer, and I'm here again with another war recap, this time against the clan Ethellion. And this was actually our very first arranged war, and we actually matched. So we did lose, and they did perfect us. But this was their 200th win, and we just want to say congrats to them. This war was really weird too for us because we kept having like some glitches. um Actually, I'll just go into that glitch. If you look into, we can't see the clan, nothing about the clan. If you go into the bookmarks, you'll see that we have 51 players. We have contacted Supercell about this, and they did say, try to reset, get out of the clan, come back, try to boot the person. Because there was one of our players, when he was trying to see where, like, he just didn't know where he was in the clan clouds, I guess. He's like, I can't see anything. So we tried booting him from the clan, and yeah, it didn't work, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Mm, Fun stuff. I mean, I was being sarcastic there if you didn't get it. So let's get back to this war. I can't go into our war log because there's no war log. Chaos Hammer is just right now, nobody can leave the clan and nobody can come into the clan. So as you can see, they used all their attacks, sorry, and they did 3-star every one of our bases. So they got the unicorn against us. And then we got 84 stars, and only one person did not do their attack. Yep. And if we go into their clan, you'll see that they, I guess, how they did, they had a bunch of their they had a bunch of people just join the clan to be able to, well, actually they gave us, it was pretty cool. This whole like matching experience was pretty cool. I was King Jack actually led the endeavor. And what was cool about it was that well, how Ethellion did it is they sent us a list of their players, and that they wanted to be in the war, and then we then looked for players that matched their players. So we did have a 30 versus 30 war. Um, I guess they brought in a bunch of their friends because I've noticed that a lot of them have left the clan already and are in different clans. So yeah, but that's cool. Some of our 6-star MVPs were King Leonidas, and he gets special mention because he actually had two fresh hit 3 stars, so that's pretty cool. Good job, King Leo. And then we also had Chaos doing 6 stars. Cruisinfusion did 6 stars. Bouie did 6 stars. Burke did 6 stars. Bouie and Burke, no, and two of our Town Hall 8s actually were from different clans, and they came in to help us match. But all the rest of us are Chaos Hammers, so I thought that was pretty cool that we were we brought it to them. We brought it to their group, I guess. Who else 6-starred? Laxus Makarov, he was one of our Town Hall 8s. And then I actually got 6 stars too, so that was pretty cool because I haven't done that in a in a lot of wars. I'm coming out of a slump in the last 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago. I could not 3-star for the life of me, for I think it was about 3 wars. It wasn't for 3 consecutive wars. And I did want to mention something about that. It just seems that a bunch of the co-leaders especially have been just having some slumps, and I just want to tell you guys, we put in a lot of effort into this game, and so I'd hope that anybody that is in a slump does not feel you know just we have to try to figure out better balance when it comes to how much we put into the game for our team, and then how much we put into the game for ourselves. Yeah, so find the balance. So let's get into the attacks. The first one that I thought was pretty cool was this one here, done by MGS, and MGS was our 9.5, and then he attacked this guy Jacob, who is also a 9.5. Valks were king in our war as usual. A bunch, I didn't actually count the numbers, but it was definitely, 60 or 70% of our attacks had Valks in them. So he comes in with a golem, and then drops a whole bunch of wizards and minions just to create the funnel. Drops a wall breaker, then drops his king and then his queen. His king charges in, takes out the enemy king. We'll do that right there. And then he had, where did he drop the poison? I guess it was in preparation for the clan castle troops. Then he drops his jump, so then his hounds are able to head in. He drops a second poison for the queen, for the enemy queen, it looks like, and then we'll start letting out his hogs out at 6 o'clock. His queen does go for a walk. So what the heck takes out that dragon? Oh, I guess it was just the poison that helps take out that dragon. And then his hogs are just continuing along. He still has 5 hogs in the bag. He has Valks that are still, a Valk it looks like, that's still going around the base, knocking out those walls. The hogs continue on their path. They are being tanked for by that golem, which was pretty sweet. So there he drops his very last 2 hogs on the back end. So you can see that there are no more defenses when that cannon goes down. He still has a little bit of cleanup to do, but he has a couple Valks doing work, a wizard down here, and then he has just enough hogs on top to be able to take out the rest of the defenses. Oops, I should have sped that up, eh? There it goes. So good job, MGS. The next attack that I thought was cool was one of King Leo's attack. This was a fresh hit. I should have said MGS's hit was also a fresh hit. And then this one on number 3 was also a fresh hit. GoVaHo as well. And so he will drop a giant. I guess he was trying to get it to be able to go towards that wizard tower, but it did go towards the mortar that was outside. Keeps dropping a few more giants on, and then the golem, he drops a poison right above the actually 2 poisons. So that's going to take care of the witch and those Valks. He drops a few wall breakers. They do not open up the wall, but then he drops his Valks and they will beat through that wall and then knock out that enemy, that witch. One swing gone. So the giants and then the king and queen walk into the base. He does drop a jump and then drops a heal right there for his Valks. And while they are there, some of his Valks did walk, which is pretty sad. Well, I guess not, because then he's already started cleanup. So then he dropped his second jumps, and the Valks are just going throughout the base now. He drops a heal for the Valks, which was pretty smart, and they were able to knock out the enemy king. So from there, he really only has the outer ring defenses, and he is able to drop a few hogs on each one of the defenses, and they will just go from defense to defense. He has the last heal, and his hogs and his Valks are able to benefit from that. His king and a giant are there tanking for the hogs just as they're able to come in and get the very last defense there. And so from there, there's just cleanup. He has his hogs, he has some Valks cleaning up around the outside, and that's the 3 stars for King Leo. Good job. The next attack that I wanted to show was this one on number 19, done by Burke, and he is one of our visitors. So I decided to show one of his attacks. This was a cleanup attack, and it was done here on number 19. So he's coming at it with dragons, which is pretty cool. And he will drop, oh, he comes in, yep, he comes in from the bottom, drops his golem, his max golem from the CC, will open up the wall with wall breakers. He drops his queen. He's just creating this funnel so that when he lets in his Valks, they're able to head straight into the base. So he opens up the wall, he drops his king, late king, so then the king is also able to head right in. He has already dropped his jump. There is a little bit of a Tesla, a couple Teslas there, and the Valks head in, knock out that enemy king very quickly, knock out those Teslas, and then the 2 air defense will go down at this point, and he's already dropped his 4. I think believe he was brought no 3 dragons, 3 dragons into the base, and yeah, so he drops his first air. He drops a lava hound, and then some loons to then take out that air defense. The loons do split, and so some of them go over to one of the air defense and the rest. Then his king has now head into the very last compartment with the last air defense, and will now knocks that out. So you can see he has no more defenses, and there's just cleanup to do. He has wizards, balloons, his king. Pretty sweet attack, Burke. The next attack that I wanted to show was this one. Which one was it? This one here by Bouie, and I believe this was his fresh hit attack. He's also another one of our visiting guests, and so I decided to show this attack. And so here it is. He does it with a GoVaHo, and yep, he drops 2 golems, and then a whole bunch of wizards to clear up those trash buildings outside very quickly. He drops 1 test wall breaker. It does get to the wall, and then he drops his 3 wall breakers to completely open the wall. He drops his queen and king, and they will head right in to knock out that enemy king. He's already started his attack with his hogs. He did drop 1 test Valk. That was pretty smart because the Valk did go out and then it reroutes back in. He drops the rest of his Valks and then his jump, and then they are able to continue on. I believe he's gonna drop a heal right about here. Nope, he drops his second jump. Oh, there it is. There's the heal. Just to keep his Valks all alive, and then when they take out the next heal, the next jump, they go into that back compartment. So his Valks have literally crossed the entire map, and because he's healed them and kept them up, they are still, really, really healthy Valks, and helping to tank for these few hogs that come in on the back end, while those defenses were busy trying to hit the Valks and the king. So he has just a couple more defenses, and he has his Valks outside still knocking out, cleaning up. He has his hogs taking out the very last cannon, and there it is. There's the 3-star. So good job, Bouie, and I hope that you had fun in this war with us. And then I guess I had wanted to show, nope, this one. This one was one of our other guests, Don't Be Jealous, and he is a Town Hall 8. And this was his fresh hit attack, and it was a GoVaHo. And as you can see, he uses 1 hog to do the lure. It ends up being a bunch of ground troops. So he drops his hogs, his hog, his archer, and then some giant, some barbs, and then some wizards to knock those out. He will then open up the base with earthquakes, with 4 earthquakes, and then drops his Valks, his golem. So then those targeting troops do target his golem, and then the Valks were able to just knock them out. So that was a pretty good save from something that could have gone terribly wrong. So he drops, one hog on those defenses that were there hitting the Valks, and they knock them out pretty quickly. And then we'll just go around the base from about what it looked like from 4 o'clock in a clockwise direction, no, counterclockwise direction, to knock out the defenses. He did drop a heal there for them because they were taking a whole bunch of heat. He drops the rest of his hogs up on top at 12, and then so all these hogs will just meet right up to as they're knocking out the defenses. Well, actually, the hogs on top died. Oopsie. So there you see that the hogs, the last hogs have actually died, and there's just one more mortar left. I'm still gonna speed it up because I believe that king. Oh no, the king does knock out the last mortar, and that's it. I don't usually show some of my attacks. Will I show? I guess I will show this one. This was a cleanup attack. King Jaka had actually used dragons and was able to get the 99% just because of one troll Tesla. So this is when that sickening troll Tesla actually works to hold back on the 3-star. But because of that, I was able to just know, and I dropped one balloon up there. So what I did was I took out the archer tower, the air defense in the core with a zap quake, dropped one balloon up on that troll Tesla, so that was out, and then come in to knock out that enemy queen. Yeah, the enemy queen. So drop my king very early, used his ability very early, and then dropped my first two lava hounds in different directions just to try to get um, as much of those traps as possible. Do drop a poison for the CC troops, and then just go on reinforcing for that third air defense, and then just drop a few balloons. I was trying to target the different defenses, but they still did like end up clumping up together, but it did work. So I think that's pretty cool. And then use my very last lava hound. I still have two lava hounds that have not popped. Well, one just popped. Whoops, I split my name. Yeah, anyways. So all that's left is that one, those two Teslas. I was hoping that that last lava hound would pop, but it never did. But you can see I have a bunch of pups doing cleanup. I have some balloons floating around doing the cleanup as well, and one hound. So that was my very, very first time doing a LaLoon attack. I just got those lava hounds to level 2, a couple, maybe like in the, on prep day, I believe. So that's, yeah, I was happy with that. And what else? What else? I think that was it. So that's it, guys. So I hope that we did have a lot of fun. We've had two like back to back pretty intense wars. Um, because of this glitch happening right now in the clan, I can't even start a war. If I start a war, there's nothing to see. So you know what that means is that we are going to get a rest from our back to back wars. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna stop blabbing. It's very late, and so I will say good night.